Hi, folks. This is Mr. Wallace, your driver education instructor, and we are just going over a breakout room discussion. This is a good example of one. We're in the middle of our course now, and we're aware of what it means to do commentary driving. So, commentary driving, very briefly, is uh, basically trying to verbalize what we're doing while we're driving. Okay. And while we're doing that, we want to use some specific parameters for doing that. And these are some of them: searching, identifying, predicting, and deciding and executing are keys to driving defensively. And we always learn through the prism of safe defensive driving, and we apply SIPD in every situation. So when we're searching and identifying in either one of these two situations in commentary drive, so we're driving along, and we're going to to say out loud, okay, I can recognize the road conditions here. Looking around, the road conditions here are not ideal, right? We have in both these situations, and I'm kind of focused a little bit more on the left one. You may be more focused on the right one. In either one of these situations, we don't have ideal road conditions. We have snow and possibly ice underneath. This is really going to have an effect on traction, and I really need to do something about this in order to ensure that I'm going to be able to drive safely and use good traction, right? So, um, you know, let's talk about our outs and our space cushion here. So I'm looking on in either of these pictures here, I'm looking over to my outs on my right, and in both cases, they do not look like there's really an out. They're out on the right here, might be full of snow and might be a ditch, and that's someplace I don't really want to go into. On my right here, we have cars parked along the side of the road. The left-hand side, we do have, right now, we have a free lane. Of course, this is with traffic coming in the opposite direction, but we can see quite far ahead right here. And so on the left, this would be an out for us. On the left here, definitely not. There's cars parked along the road here to the left as well. Let's talk about space cushion. My space cushion in front of me is relatively infinite, probably around like 10 or 15 seconds or more. So if I were to slam on the brakes, I could probably expect to go sliding straight down the ice. Okay. In this situation, I've got two pedestrians in the road walking. So my space cushion is much more limited, probably to around a second or two. And if I had to apply the brakes and start sliding down this hill, I'd be honking my horn to try to encourage those pedestrians to get out of the way. And my space cushion behind me, I would have to look in my rear view mirror to see what it would be. It could be infinite. I'm not sure. Okay. So what can we do here? So now I'm here in this, how am I going to react? What am I going to decide to do, and how am I going to do it? So I'm going to, in both these cases, especially this one, when I have a downhill road with limited traction because of the road conditions, I'm going to want to have really, once I've noticed the situation, before I even get into this downhill situation, I would have wanted to really bring my car down to speed and even put it into a lower gear well before I started this hill. Now that I'm in the hill, I can't bring it down to a lower gear because that's a potential for sliding. Okay. I also have to know that at this point, I have to really be gentle with my brakes and try to gently increase the pressure of my brakes as I'm going down this hill. Okay. In this situation, I can reduce my speed by taking my foot off the accelerator. That's the best way that I'm going to be able to reduce my speed down to a manageable miles per hour. And And I'm probably going to get it, if this is a 55 mile per hour road, I'm probably going to drive this one at around 35 miles per hour. Just because I know under snow drifts, there's a potential for ice to be here, like glare ice or black ice, whatever you prefer to call it. And I could lose control of my car pretty easily, even going straight. So 35 miles per hour, I would feel safe driving on this type of road. And if there's one more condition here too, we have a lot of crosswind here, and I know I need to be aware that, and maybe even have to do a little bit of counter steering. Okay, but I know for me, I'm going to want to stay in the C position of the lane here in the center, and just bring my car down to around 35 miles per hour. Here, I want to bring my car down to around like 5 or 10 miles per hour with these pedestrians up ahead. Okay, so we covered commentary on this. We covered the searching and identifying. I'm going to put predicting in here in just a minute. And we covered how we would react to these. What would we decide to do? How would we do that? So this is the meat of our driver education program. And it's wonderful to have these breakout room discussions because it gives each of our students a chance to verbalize what they are thinking. Okay, and practicing. Have a great day and drive safely.